All right, we got some new background decor. Dylan's got a what is that? What do they call it? Fire extinguisher.
Fire extinguisher. I'm in a
Yep.
really small hotel room here in Leadville, Colorado. So.
Oh, you're up in Leadville already?
Yeah, rode the course today.
The whole thing?
Well, I mean, I rode from the start all the way up to Columbine and then down Columbine, so like 60 miles.
60 miles?
So I've seen the whole course, right? Because it's an out and back.
Yeah.
I didn't ride 100 miles.
Still 60 miles. That's a tough day.
Yeah, 5 hours.
I was tough.
Yeah, it's basically a gravel race on mountain bikes, just like everyone said.
Are you still thinking you're going to race on a mountain bike?
I feel like 80% of the course you could do on a gravel bike, and it probably wouldn't be a big deal. 20% of the course is chunky enough that a mountain bike is definitely faster. And yeah, I think overall a mountain bike would be faster on the course. I mean, there are sections where a gravel bike would be faster. There's sections where a mountain bike would be faster. I think there are more sections where a mountain bike would be faster than sections where a gravel bike would be faster. At least that's my.
Yeah, and it's not like you're running a super heavy full suspension mountain bike with big knob tires or anything. Like you're still running like the fastest mountain bike setup you can. So
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, there were sections where I wish I had a full suspension. Like it was pretty chunky. So
yeah, but those are over in like 15 minutes. Like Columbine,
yeah, they don't last a long time.
Yeah,
there's nothing technical, but there are spots that are really rough and bumpy.
Mm-hmm. What was the shape of what kind of condition was Powerline in?
I guess I came down Powerline. Seemed fine. I mean, I don't know what typical conditions are, so yeah.
Yeah, if Powerline seemed fine, then that's good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I think Scott's bringing the most content to us today. Where do you want to start, Scott? You want to talk crit beef or you want to talk mountain bike stuff?
I don't know. I saw my second tornado on a ride in the last week.
Tornado on a ride?
Like I got stuck in like a tornado. Not in the tornado, but like last week I was riding and I was like going up this hill, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, you could tell there's going to be a thunderstorm, but I was like, whatever, I'll just keep riding.
That's every single ride I've been doing lately.
Yeah, me too.
In Colorado, there's like an afternoon thunderstorm every single day, and every ride ends with like the darkest cloud you've ever seen about to hit me. I haven't actually been caught in the rain yet.
Yeah, well, and then like it wasn't even that windy, but like all these sticks started just falling on me. Like it was like windier, like 10 feet above me or something. I don't know. And then I look over and there's like a tree getting like dragged up this hill, like going uphill, like a full ass sized tree. So I was like, all right, that's got to be a tornado, right? So I keep riding up this hill, and it's like I'm gonna like get hit by a tree out here. There's like debris flying everywhere. So I knock on this like big landscaping truck, and they let me sit in their truck with them during the storm.
What do you do with your bike?
I left it outside. I didn't care about my bike at that point. I was like, I'm going to die.
Okay. Well, I guess if it got to the point where you didn't care about your bike, it must have been serious.
Yeah. And then when I rode home after the storm had passed, I probably passed 15 like road blockages with trees where there was like cars couldn't get by, but I just like hucked over the thing with my bike.
Jeez, man.
It was crazy.
Where was this?
In Maryland.
In Maryland?
Yeah.
I didn't even know Maryland.
Today, same thing happened, except like I was closer to home, but I'm like, it was like a tornado.
Dude,
like
I literally grew up like an hour from you. I never saw a tornado in my life.
Well, I guess you're not as, I don't know,
cultured.
As risky as me. Riding in adverse weather conditions.
I guess.
Yeah.
Do you like check the weather before you leave?
Well, yeah, but this morning I was sorting out my phone thing because my phone
that's right.
was broken, and I've been texting through my watch for the last 2 days. So I was like, I didn't have a choice of when I was leaving. So,
Dude, you just gotta ask
Was it-
Siri, man.
what? Just my watch?
Yeah, what the weather's gonna be. She'll tell you.
Well, it didn't matter because I was gonna go ride no matter what. I'm just not gonna like not. I'm not gonna ride the trainer. That's for sure.
Dude, yeah.
Alright.
I feel like Scott, you and I like when in college when everybody was riding on the trainer, it'd be like icy roads. We were just like, screw it, let's go ride.
Yeah, I'm not riding the trainer.
I agree, man. I ride the trainer like twice a year, maybe.
Yeah, that's like when you get a new trainer, you like test it out and then you don't ride it.
Yeah, I mean,
probably
dude, there's
just
some
wouldn't
people
have
that
ridden.
live on the trainer.
Well, I had to train. I wanted to train.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, in North Carolina, where the mountains of North Carolina, where Scott and I went to college, there are like very few days where you actually need to ride the trainer, but there were probably some days where we needed to ride the trainer where we didn't ride the trainer. We just rode outside.
Badass.
All right, so Scott, so you broke your phone this weekend. Where'd you break your phone at?
Yeah, I got another. I was in Canada, Sherbrooke, Canada, for a UCI mountain bike race. I got a crazy story for when we got there. Start there. So we showed up, and we're gonna camp with this guy Tyler Clark and his dad and his sister, and they have like a travel trailer. And me and this other guy Ricky, who we went to school with, we were just gonna set up a tent like next to them, and we're camping like in this. I guess it's like a college, basically like an empty parking lot at this college. We show up at like 9:30 at night, and they're like the only people in that have set up on Thursday night. And we set up our tent or whatever, and Ricky pumps up his like double-X queen sized air mattress, and I have like
Ricky would have that.
Dude, it's huge. Like it's like taller than my bed. It's like he took all the air out of the atmosphere for the rest of us.
Were you gonna share that bed?
No, I had like a little shitty cot that I sleep in my car with.
Dude, you didn't sleep with Ricky?
No. I'm not that I wouldn't, but on an air mattress, like if one guy's moving around, you're gonna like push you off the others. You know what I mean? It's like
True.
It's not like a Tempur-Pedic, right?
Yeah, it kind of just sags in the middle, and then both of you guys like fall.
Yeah, we
into
both
each
end up
other.
in the middle, like, and then we'll get all sweaty. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, that's definitely don't want to get sweaty.
So then we toss our bikes on their bike rack, and their bikes weren't locked. They had like a cable through theirs, but it wasn't locked. So we toss our bikes on their bike rack. We're like, I don't know. I guess we're in Canada. Like, it's not gonna get stolen, right? Like these Canadians know what they're doing. They're Canadian,
right? Well, isn't the stereotype that Canadians are nice?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
And then,
okay.
So then we go to bed, and then I get up at like 2:30 in the morning, and there's like this shitty bike laying outside the tent, like we're sleeping maybe 10 feet from the bikes in a parking lot. And there's this shitty commuter bike, like all rusty, laying there, and I'm like, "What the hell is this?" And I look over, and my bike is stolen, gone.
Wow. Your mountain bike,
just yours, like all the other ones were there.
My mountain bike, just mine. And the guy, he was an idiot because it was sitting right next to Ricky's like $15,000.
Yeah.
Bike.
Okay. For people who don't know, Scott's out of all these people that Scott just listed that he's sleeping with. Scott's bike is by far the least expensive by a lot.
Probably half or 3 times less expensive than the next most expensive one. Yeah, so the guy clearly doesn't know anything about bikes. So then I also had a front flat tire because like I just hadn't hooked it up. So I was like, all right, there's no way, and we're staying like kind of on a hillside, and then like the parking lot's flat, but then like it's sloping down. So I'm like, there's no way this guy rode this thing uphill. So I call the cops or whatever in the middle of the night, and I contact the security of the campus and like file a report and all that. And then the cops like, all right, call me in the morning and we'll come and like check it out. So I call him in the morning, and he comes down and like confiscates the bike and takes notes and everything. And then we're like, all right, well, there's no way this guy rode this uphill. So we start looking like in the woods downhill, like there's little patches of woods. We're like, all right, he probably like rode it down there, figured it had a flat tire, like ate shit or something, and then tossed it in the woods. That's my first thought.
Yeah.
Right? And then we didn't see anything like around where we were staying, so we went out to breakfast, and then we swing by the bike shop to tell them, like, in case this guy brings it in to get it pumped up or whatever.
Right.
And the cop was sitting at the bike shop waiting for him. Good, like, shout out to I can almost guarantee you that nobody from the Sherbrooke Police Department is listening to this, but we'll give him a shout out.
Yeah.
And then we get back and we're like sitting there for maybe 10 minutes, and the security guy comes over and he's like, I have good news. We found your bike. And it was like a couple 100 yards uphill at the residence hall. The guy had just ridden it up there, like, and left it on the outside of the building.
Wow.
And went to sleep.
Like, didn't have enough gears on
So
his
did they find
commuter,
the
so
guy
he's
or
like, this
no?
mountain bike will do getting up the hill.
I don't know. Or his friends were like, oh, I dare you to go steal a bike or something. Like, he's probably drunk or something.
Did you have carbon wheels?
So they catch the dude?
Yeah. Why does that matter?
What carbon wheels are we talking about?
On my mountain bike.
Well,
That's not. People don't know what your mountain bike is. Like, are we talking about you had some Envies on there, or like the type you order off of eBay, like for $200?
No, they're just regular wheels. Why does this matter to the story?
Well, no, because like if they were aluminum wheels and he's riding a flat, they'd probably be all bent and stuff. But if they're carbon, like they're probably fine.
They were carbon, and I have an insert.
Nice,
Dude, even better.
Yeah. So no, I wasn't worried about that. I was like, I'm just kind of embarrassed that we didn't find it on our own. It's like it was just sitting up there at the residence hall. Because we were just like, all right. Well, and we also were like, all right, it's probably not a student at this place. Because, I don't know. I guess students are kind of dumb, but not that dumb. But it was. So it was an eventful morning, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And this was like the day before. We got there 2 days before, so this was the day before the race.
Wow.
So I didn't get the best night's sleep, but
Screwing up your pre-race prep.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it definitely could have been worse, right? You could have gotten your bike stolen. So,
Well, I did get my
actually, like it's gone and
like,
you never
I
see
got
it again.
back. Yeah.
So how'd the race go?
Oh, the race was pretty shit. Not gonna lie.
Probably because you didn't
Yeah.
sleep, man.
No, yeah, and it started like straight up a mountain, like straight up the ski slope.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm gonna hit the single track, top 5 at least. And I guess the level was pretty high competition. And I just went way too hard, and then my chest like exploded. Felt like I swallowed a gallon of like Vicks Vapo Rub or something. And I was like, so it would hurt so bad. I was like considering just stopping and recovering,
Yeah.
and then starting racing again. Just like stopping for like 30 seconds or something. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna recover.
How far into the race is this?
That I was started like feeling like shit
Yeah.
on the first lap.
Okay, so like 15 minutes in.
Less than that.
Wow.
It was
Sounds
right at the
like-
beginning.
Sounds like you really blew it.
Yeah, it must be out of shape or something.
Was this at altitude?
No, but it felt like I was racing in altitude. I guess it's like what out of shape is, but
So are you going to nationals or no?
no.
Okay.
I wasn't going to go to nationals before this race anyways.
Really? I thought that was your plan.
Well, I thought I needed to get a certain amount of points to do snowshoe. But I'm already into snowshoe.
All
So I'm not going to waste my time and go race at 10,000 feet or whatever.
Cool.
For no
Well,
reason.
you know the snowshoe race is going to be a lot harder.
I know.
Like, yeah, dude, if you stop for 30 seconds on like the side of the trail and just take a breather.
I considered,
Oh, okay. You considered it. Okay, cool.
but I didn't. I should have.
You know, I think what your role should be is to just like you know, maybe if you can get that sprint up to speed and just kind of like take out half the field so that Blevins can take the win again or something.
All right, if he's gonna cough up some cash for that, I'll consider.
Well, you guys are both sponsored by Specialized, right? So
Yeah, dude, maybe he'll give you one of his bikes. You need a bike anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
Chris, if you're listening,
Well,
hit us up. So is that it?
I'm sure
nothing
this is his favorite podcast.
From Canada? No, I broke my phone. That doesn't matter.
All right. Well, that sounds exciting.
I mean, we got across the border like good. No incidents.
Nice.
You still need a passport to do that?
Yeah, you need a passport.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just move on to the next thing.
Dylan, you got anything?
I don't know. It's been an uneventful week for me. Other
I
than
didn't even know they had hotel rooms in Leadville.
yeah, it's
I
a
thought it
pretty
was-
small. It's a pretty small town. Yeah, it's definitely not Denver. I'm not staying in Leadville all the way up until the race. I'm kind of bouncing around Colorado a little bit, but yeah.
Are you doing any races until Leadville?
No, because I think that I raced too much in the first half of the season, so I'm trying not to make that mistake again. Plus, I'll be honest, I got a lot of work to do before Leadville. I was not in good shape for Crusher at all. So,
You and me both.
yeah.
We're both just out
Yeah.
of shape.
So, I don't know. Yeah, rode 5 hours Saturday, 5 hours Sunday, took a rest day. Wait, no, I'm screwing
No,
up. the
today's
timeline.
Monday.
What I'm trying to say is I've done 3 5-hour rides in the last 4 days.
In one at 10,000
So.
feet.
Yeah.
So Scott, let's
honestly,
oh, go ahead, Dylan.
I was gonna say that honestly, when I was riding the Leadville, I mean, I was just chilling at like zone 2, right? But it didn't really feel that bad to ride at 10,000 feet.
Yeah, it's because it was your first day there. Tell
Well, I've
us how
been
you
here
feel.
for 2 weeks. Not
Well,
not
not
at
10,000
10,000
feet,
feet for 2 weeks, but sure. Sure.
All right, let's get into the real business tonight,
The crit beef?
dude. We got to talk
Yeah,
about
let's
it.
talk about crit beef.
All right, did you guys all watch the video?
Yeah, I did watch the video. So, Scott, you want to explain what happened? Because I watched the video, but I don't follow crit racing enough to even. So I know that.
Why don't you explain it as an outsider?
Okay. Well, from what I can see, the Williams brothers were getting in a fight with. I don't even know who the dude in the national champs jersey is. This is how out of the loop
Mike
I am.
Hernandez.
Okay. Cool.
Hernandez, yeah.
So they appear to be getting in a fight after a race, and that's the extent of my knowledge. That's all I know.
See any of the other videos of like the actual incident?
No, you mean like the incident that caused the fight?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, okay.
I didn't.
Adam, did you see it?
I don't know. I saw a few different videos, so I'm not exactly sure which incident. Like, I think I saw something that Hernandez had written up, or like in the first or second corner of the last lap, he was like trying to move up into the Legion train and like was trying to take like an inside line or something like that. And Corey was, I don't know, pushing back on him and kind of like he felt like Corey was like trying to drive him into the curb. I don't think I saw that video though, because I definitely didn't see that happen. There was like another video that surfaced that I think Legion posted, and it had looked like Hernandez and Corey were kind of rubbing elbows at a different time, and like Corey's front wheel burped on him or something like that. Like it was kind of crazy actually that he kept it upright. But they're again like they're again like a little. That's the one. Okay.
Well, that's like a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was, I don't know. It just looked kind of like bike racing to me. I mean, it looked like any other, scenario in a crit.
Yeah, I don't know why they started punching each other after that.
So they almost crashed each other out, and then after the race, they got in a fight.
Like Hernandez came up on Corey's inside into the turn, and you can't really see from the video, and I wasn't there, so I don't know exactly what happened.
Okay, can you explain to me why this guy Hernandez has the national champs jersey? Because I thought that what's his name? Luke was the national champion.
He's the amateur national champ.
Man, it gets so confusing with crit racing, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's the amateur national champ, and he's like wearing the one that they like give you.
Oh, God. Wow, like that is amateur. If you're literally wearing the national champs jersey that they give you on the podium at national champs, I mean,
I'm afraid to rip it up. Like put it like you should.
Sure,
you should only wear it on the podium.
Dude, maybe that's why he was so pissed, right? Because if he had crashed and ripped his national champs jersey, I mean, can he ask for another one of those, or like they just be like, "Look, you're a dumbass for wearing that jersey in an actual race, so screw off."
I don't know, but yeah, he came up on the inside of Corey, which is like whatever, it's fine. And I don't know. I guess they touched each other or something, touched elbows, and then Corey's like wheel like slid out. That's what you saw, Adam. Mm-hmm. And then he like swerved to the left after that happened, and then he took her neck. I don't know if I wasn't there. I don't know. I don't know if this was on purpose or not, or if he like exaggerated. He took him all the way to the other side, to the left side. So it was a left-hand turn, and they were on the outside. He took him all the way to the left side curb, and like kind of like put him into the curb a little bit. Mm. So then Hernandez had to like hit the brakes.
Okay, so the video that I saw, so the video I saw was the incident, but they didn't give the full context of what happened after that.
In regards to the fight?
No. Like
the actual incident.
in the video that I saw, it cuts off after Corey's wheel kind of bounces and then he burps his tire. It looks like, and then it cuts off after that. So it makes it look like it was all kind of Corey in the victim seat. But you also don't see like it didn't look like Hernandez was like really on his like dive bombing his inside or anything like that. I mean, like there was plenty of room for both of them.
No, I would consider a dive bomb like if you go on the inside so fast that you just go straight, you don't turn, and then you take everyone out. That's a dive bomb, right?
Yeah.
Like if you he's passing him, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't know if there's anything wrong with that.
Scott, earlier, before we even got on started recording, you were talking about like you've raced against all these guys, and you were saying that like riding next to Hernandez, you always feel super safe. Like he holds his lines, he knows how to pass people, he knows how to take corners. Like,
I mean, I don't know if he just like because we were teammates for like half a season, so I don't know if it's that, but I always feel like he's not gonna try to kill me. Like I feel comfortable coming up his inside, or I'll say like on your inside, and I'll give you a little space. Where other guys, if you say on your inside, they'll
immediately coming over.
They know you're there. And,
yep.
Yeah. Then they put you in the curb or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like somebody said that he's always doing sketchy things, which I don't know. I've never seen that when I've raced.
Yeah, I will say too that it looks like it definitely looks like Corey was the one who threw the Corey or Justin. I don't know which one threw the first punch.
Yeah, that's the important part because it's just a racing incident, but then they started punching each other.
Right.
Seems a little excessive for that.
Yeah, sure. So I'm not a crit racer, and I'm clearly outside of the crit scene. But it seems like crit racers, like if you talk to them, they've got a beef with like everybody that they race against. They've got some story about how that dude wronged them, like they cut him off in a corner, and I can see why. I think out of any cycling discipline, crit racing probably like fuels people to get angry at each other more than, any other cycling discipline, because you're in very close proximity going at a very high speed, and there's only so much room on the road to try to make moves. But I don't know. Scott, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I guess everyone gets like G'd up for these things. Like they're all at night, and like it's all like supposed to be like a bloodbath.
Yeah, why is like taking people out part of crit culture? Or is it?
I don't know. I don't think that's. I don't know. The people, the Williams brothers posted a lot of videos of them like they make videos, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then they show what happens in the race, which is not necessarily saying that they do anything that somebody else wouldn't do, like that's aggressive or dangerous or whatever, but they just show it to the public on YouTube, basically.
So then when the public sees it, they like freak out about it.
Then people go and try these things and think that they have to do these, race aggressively in order to be successful, especially in like amateur fields where they don't know how to handle it properly or
sure
ride safely, right? So I don't know why it's part of the. I think an easy solution to this is to just make the damn courses harder.
You mean like more elevation?
Or longer or tighter, like narrow roads, so that you have to sprint out of the corners like harder and longer.
So there's less people at the finish to contend with, is what you're saying?
Yeah, and everyone's tired, so you don't have to. You don't have like. You won't be able to come up on their inside.
Yeah.
Or add a little hill, like maybe have a couple of these 60-minute 4-corner crits in the year, but they're all like that in this series, the like American Crit Cup series. They're all 60 minutes, maybe a little longer. That's it, and 4 corners and flat.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Scott, so one of the things that Legion brought up in their post about it was there was like I think they said like a lack of accountability by the officials. Like, is there like sketchy stuff that's going on that's like outside of the rules or regulations that's not being called out or something? Like, what do they mean by that?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they said, and then like they were talking about like a lack of respect by other teams towards them, and they felt like they were targeted during the race yesterday, or I guess it was Saturday.
Yeah, dude, Drew is targeting them on YouTube. You seen his thumbnails lately?
He was just doing that for views.
Yeah, dude, that video that he keeps updating me on how many views that video has, where it's like the demise of Legion or something.
How many is it?
It's well over 10,000 at this point. It might be 20,000. I don't know. I'll have to check.
Dude, but you like scoff at those numbers.
I mean, 20, like my videos typically get between, I don't know, like 40,000 and 80,000. So like 20,000 is not.
It's getting up there then.
Yeah, it is getting up there. Like that's some solid
27,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
But then his other views that he posted, like it has 10,000, 12,000.
That's, I mean,
of the
it's
same
better
race.
it's better than 82, right? Which he was getting like 6 months ago.
See if I can find one with like no views.
Oh, they're there.
Yeah, he's got like some with 200.
How many subscribers is he up to?
2.38 thousand.
Dang, he's on his way, man. On his way to being a YouTuber. We're gonna get Drew on the podcast at some point. Talk about his YouTube
I wish
career,
Drew was in Salt Lake City. He could have
both.
given us some insight.
Yeah, I wish I did know somebody. I mean, I know people there, but like.
Mm-hmm.
Also, when this was happening, I didn't have a fucking phone. One interesting thing happens in the crit circuit, and I don't have. I'm like getting voice messages on my watch updates. Can't even look at Instagram.
We keep saying we're going to get like guests from these races to come on, but we never do. So,
I mean, I know Hernandez pretty well. I could see if he would want to come on the show. I mean, we'd only get one side of the I don't know, the equation, but
we should get them both, right? We should get Justin and Corey, and we should get Hernandez.
I have zero connections with either of the Williams brothers. I guess maybe Lance could hook it up or something, but that'd be hilarious. Have real crit beef on the show.
That the other one's gonna be on.
Yeah.
Does Lance race crits at all?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think too many. If he does.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not envious of any crit racer. I have like absolutely no desire to do. Like, I'm not a very aggressive racer. Like in these gravel races, every once in a while, there'll be like some aggression when a section is coming up that you got to be in the front for. And generally, I'm the dude that's like, oh yeah, you can go ahead of me. That's fine.
Dude, like I'm not do some crits as practice. It's probably not a bad idea.
I mean, I have done crits before. I'm not saying I've never done crits, but it's been a long time, and I was terrible at them. I mean, granted, I was a junior and I weighed like 95 pounds, but
Delman just called me and I told him we're recording, and he said he wants to come on.
Send him the link, Adam.
I don't know how to do that.
Let me see if I can.
It's gonna be our first guest.
Yeah, maybe he's been doing more crits than I have. So.
I need Drew's email.
Yeah, dude, he's like a crit fiend now. Crit and cyclocross. Scott, you gonna race cyclocross?
I'm gonna try. Yeah, we were talking about it this weekend. But I mean, all the races are like pretty close, so it'd be pretty easy to just drive to them all, right?
Sweet.
All right. Well,
what else should we talk about?
All right, you want to do a listener question while we're
Yeah, let's do a listener question while we wait for Drew.
Oh, we're waiting. Well, this one kind of
I've only got like 20 more minutes too, so we'll see if he comes on in time.
All right. If he comes on, he comes on. If he doesn't, he doesn't.
I'm texting him. Well, this guy asked like basically what we just said. What is the ideal time duration of a pro crit? Seems to vary anywhere from 60 to 75 minutes. Yeah, like I said.
That was his question?
Yeah, he's got another one though. But we'll answer this one first. All the crits, like in the 90s and like the early 2000s, from what I've heard, were all like 100K, like 2.5 hours. Every crit.
Yeah, that's
and now
dope.
they're like 60 minutes. Yeah.
What is up with these? Dude, like cross country mountain bike racing got shorter. Like it used to be 2.5 to 3 hours, and now it's an hour and a half. Like, I don't know, what the UCI. Have you seen the UCI gravel calendar? All the races are like 100K, and I'm like, it's not a gravel race.
That's what a gravel race should be.
No, dude. Gravel races should be between 100 miles and 200 miles.
200 miles is pretty long.
Well, that's why that's the edge of the range. 200 miles is the longest, 100 miles is the shortest. If it's shorter than that, then it's I don't know. It's like a training race.
Yeah. But yeah, this guy's right. They do seem to be between 60 and 75 minutes, which is too short. I think they should have a few that are like that. Mm-hmm. Like, have a whole bunch of different races, right? Then you have different riders winning. And you have, like, they just make it more interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because of the participation of, like, the amateurs? Like, they need to shorten the races in order to fit more races during the day?
No, I don't know. No, I think they could fit them in. Maybe they have less amateur fields. Like, you don't like sometimes they run races with like 10 people in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just combine it with another field.
All right. What's the next question?
Your take on the Legion Best Buddies kerfuffle.
That's what we just talked about.
Is there a lack of respect for the U.S. crit team? Yeah, we just talked about that.
Is there a lack of respect, Scott?
I don't think so.
Mm.
I mean,
I feel like you're not the best person to ask.
No, like
you don't care about respect.
I respect people, but like I'm competing against you, right? These people are competing against each other.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they mean by respect when people are like, we need more respect. Like not trying to kill each other. I don't know. Punching each other doesn't seem very respectful.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely probably not. Yeah, dude, I don't know.
I've never punched anyone, so I don't know.
Oh boy, look who it is.
Whoa, special guest. Dizzle in the house.
Right in the middle?
Yeah, we're talking
we're
about
almost at the end. We got 15 minutes.
Legion versus Best Buddies. Give us your take.
Wait, really?
Yes, say it right now.
I've had front row action. I've had a front row seat to the action this year. What do you mean? Like, what's my take? Like, which one do I like more?
No, did you see the fight?
The fist fight between Legion and?
No.
Oh, Drew's not on.
You don't even know
on social media, dude. You're missing out, man. Hold on, we got to send you this video. Scott, forward it to Drew.
Oh my gosh!
I'll text it to you.
Did it happen at the Boise?
Okay,
Salt Lake.
This is actually good that you didn't see it. So
wait.
Scott is going to send it to you right now, and we're going to get
we're gonna do a reaction.
We're going to get your reaction to it live in
via
real time,
email.
You've not seen it.
Is it a short video? I don't want to bore.
Yeah, no, it's short. It's short.
Yeah, it's like 30 seconds.
Hold your phone up to the mic so people can.
Okay.
Listen to the video.
Did you guys talk about the BS stuff that I was watching the replay from Boise and the Legion chick? Who's the one that won Nats? Alexis Ryan?
Kendall Ryan. I think.
Kendall Ryan. Man, you see that crap about her? Like, she was yelling at that Canadian chick that got second, Leister Roster. Coles Leister. She was like ripping her to pieces after the finish. And I had so much respect for Coles. Is it Coles Lister?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Coles Lister. Because
sounds like you had a lot of respect.
It was sweet. She's Canadian.
Didn't even know her name.
I don't expect her to know my name or how to pronounce it. Anyways, it was awesome. Man. She comes around the Legion train through the last two turns and is just riding next to their train, passing them. She doesn't touch any of them, doesn't do anything sketchy from what I can tell. And then Kendall Ryan pulls out of her pedal in the sprint and somehow just blames it all on the other girl. And I'm like, bro, you pulled out of your pedal. Like, that has nothing to do with the fact that she just outmaneuvered you all. And she still didn't win. Cole's Lister got second, and the other Legion girl still won. But, it just, I don't know. Seeing that stuff just makes me mad. It's like, come on.
All right, watch the video now.
This is right at the finish.
Hold your phone up to the mic so people at least get the audio.
Wait, who is it? Who gets in the fight?
Just watch
it and see.
Hold it closer so we can hear it.
Oh, wait. It's connected to some Bluetooth. Hold me up. All right, here we go.
You're waking up the baby.
37 seconds. Here it goes. Corey Williams, Michael Hernandez. Oh, dude. I don't want to get in a fight with Justin Williams.
You and I had seemed to have this conversation a lot. You had a chance at the beginning of the season, and you really picked it up. Tell us a little bit about this win today. Well, first of all,
Is that Tanner Ward? What instigated it? That was awesome. I like Hernandez. I'm buddies with Hernandez, so I don't even know what they were fighting about, but I bet it was just some BS Legion crap, and Hernandez just got fed up with it and punched him. Am I right?
Well, Justin threw the first punch.
They went around a turn. They went around a turn, and that's crit racing. You get a little close, and then people get pissed.
Yeah,
so
Legion
take it out on social media, or they take it out on your actual face with their fist. You know what I mean?
I prefer the latter. I wish we would fight more. If we could turn crit racing into more like hockey, that would be awesome. Oh wait, what's that? A crash?
No,
it's kind of blurry.
So that's what happened.
No, it's kind of blurry.
So if you see here,
that's not the whole video.
I know, that's what I was saying. That's all I saw, because they cut out the part where Corey tried to push Hernandez into the curb.
See, that's what always happens. Is like Legion rides to the front or whatever, and when you try to pass them, they basically put you into the barriers, and you can't say they crashed you because they just ride aggressive. But like putting somebody into the barriers is still like not very friendly.
Yeah,
I don't know which phone the other video's on. I got two phones now. It's so confusing.
Dang, dude. Kevin Gates.
Scott, you weren't at this race, were you?
No.
So this was the Salt Lake
Scott was racing
ACC race
in Canada.
Yeah, man, you're gonna do a World Cup?
Maybe.
We've already talked about all of this, so we're kind of just.
You gotta listen.
All
to
right,
the podcast.
all right. Yeah, I'll go back and listen. I was just here to enliven the podcast because I know all the people think it's boring.
We're talking about how successful your YouTube channel is.
Yes, again, Dylan's like unbelievable. He can't believe it's happening. He's like this. He's jealous.
Feeling some pressure.
He's so jealous.
I am
so jealous.
He might take over.
You know how good I am at YouTube now? Yeah, I'm so good that now I don't even watch Dylan's videos. That's how good I am.
Speaking of that, YouTube needs to stop recommending that thumbnail of Dylan's mustache. I don't want to.
You know why they're recommending it so much is because it's a bomb video.
Yours
bombs
or
and like it's bombs. Your views.
No, it's amazing, dude. I feel I'm the only one here who actually doesn't have a real mustache too.
Can you even grow a mustache if you tried?
Negative.
If I don't shave for about a month, then it looks like I'm in middle school.
Dude, what kind of gravel racer are you?
I know.
I don't even know how you got sponsors, man.
CJ was like, I can't believe Quinn Simmons has a beard. That's so unworld tour. And I'm like, hey, I have a beard. I don't know what argument I was trying to make when I said that, but
well, are you in the world tour?
No, but
do you think that his beard is costing him lots? Because it's less aero.
I don't know, but it's hot.
It's not less aero.
Yeah, but when Specialized did that wind tunnel test, like the dude's beard was really short to his face, like Quinn Simmons' beard is kind of long.
All I'm saying is, if y'all have ever read that Bible story about Samson, I'm having the best cycling year of my career, and I've never had hair this long.
So do you think it's because of your head hair or your facial hair?
I just meant hair. Yeah. I've never had this much facial hair or hair on my head. Both.
Okay, so what about your legs, though?
I've always shaved my legs. No, I don't know. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying those two things have happened this year.
But your leg hair is still non-existent.
Yeah, I shaved that.
All right, so how about for your next race, you have full hairy legs, and then maybe you'll win?
Mean, I think that's too far. I don't like hairy legs. It just feels weird.
What about the aerodynamics?
That's where I draw the line. Hairy legs that's just too much. I can have a Duck Commander beard down to my belly button, but can't have hairy legs.
Right.
So, okay, you guys never answered my question. What instigated the fight? Legion cut Hernandez off?
I showed you.
Did anybody crash?
No. I'll explain it.
Yeah,
so, did you see the video that Adam put on?
Not really. It was blurry and twitchy.
Well, Corey's Hernandez came up the inside. This is on the last lap. He came up the inside into Corey. He didn't come into him. He just came on the inside of him before a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Which they claimed was sketchy.
Typical crit racing. Every turn is sketchy.
Yeah, it's all sketchy.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Corey's burped a wheel like that. He slid a wheel.
Didn't he burp
he kept it up
straight into you at Nationals?
I don't know what happened at Nationals.
I know you burped.
That's not what we're talking about now. But then he saved it. He could have crashed,
Corey,
but he saved it. Yeah, Corey. And then he came, and then he took Hernandez all the way to the opposite curb, as he was because he reacted to his bike sliding.
Yeah,
so he probably came to Hernandez a little bit, but then it looked like he maybe took advantage of that and tried to put him into the curb. That's what Hernandez said.
Okay.
So he kept going all the way out and took him all the way far left.
So the burp tire really kind of caused some chaos.
So the moral of the story is tubulars.
Well, I don't know if he burped his tire.
Yeah, I've never heard.
No, he totally burped his tire. Did you see it?
Oh, wait a second. This is actually, you know what? This is legit. The Roadhouse guys were just talking about this because we're sponsored by Zip as well. And so there's a max PSI. Max PSI on those. We have the exact same wheels that they run, I think. The Firecrest 303s or 404s. You can't go any higher than 72. And the Roadhouse guys were saying that the guy at SRAM was trying to tell that to the Legion guys that, look, there's a max PSI, and all the Legion guys were like, yeah, right. And so now they're still running them at 85, 90 PSI, way over the maximum limit. So if they burped a tire, that's probably why.
That's a pretty low max PSI for a road wheel.
Well, I've been running right?
Yeah, I've been running my tires at 65 all year. And once again, best season of my life. At 65 PSI and a hairy face.
Yeah. Is it because you watched my video about it?
I just said I don't watch your videos. Come on.
So, Drew, are you trying to say that? Are you trying to say
I'm not giving you any credit?
Gravel.
Crit racing was long before gravel. What are you talking about? I've actually had legit.
You're bringing the gravel vibe into crits, though.
Well, technically, people were riding on gravel before there was ever a crit race. So,
but Drew doesn't take pictures of himself drinking beer and then put his post on the
internet. Oh, dude, I've had legit people comment on my YouTube videos and say, "When do you think gravel crits will happen?" And I said, "I hope they never happen." That sounds ridiculous.
I agree with that.
That sounds dumb.
There's already only
so I know you guys have all gotten road rash. Have any of you guys gotten gravel rash?
Ooh, yeah, it's bad.
I think it's worse. And it would definitely happen. It would definitely happen if there. You guys want to hear a story? Scott was this involves Scott. So it was we were riding gravel, me and Scott, and we were going downhill.
Don't tell people that, dude.
Is this the concussion thing?
Is it embarrassing? Yeah, it is the concussion.
This was the first time I was meeting Dylan after we started Ignition. This story.
It's true. So
I was there.
Scott and I were riding downhill, and I'll preface this by saying that the bike that I was riding, like, it only had front brakes because the rear brake was I don't know. The pads were like completely worn out or something.
Just say this. It was a Niner.
All right, so we were riding and we were going downhill, and I was trying to follow Scott. Scott's a better bike handler than me. He was going faster than me. And then
on gravel.
Yeah, on gravel. And like, so there's a corner, and like Scott's like slowing way down for some reason.
I dropped my water bottle. It bounced out of my cage.
Okay, yeah. So Scott slams on the brakes, but like I only have one brake. And it's my front brake. So as soon as I slam it, it just completely washes out. And like I go down on gravel, get really bad gravel rash. And that's not when I get the concussion. This is the embarrassing
best
part, I guess. So I get gravel rash and I like rip up my kit and whatever, but I get back home and I'm like, well, I guess I'll get a shower now. And I just had the shower on like normal heat, which is, high heat. And I just I didn't try to see if it would hurt or anything or sting. I just jumped straight in, and it was the most painful thing that I've ever felt. And I it was so painful that I like instantly passed out, and I fell over and I hit my head on the toilet and broke the toilet seat and got a concussion that way. Like after I had already crashed.
And then I showed up to your door, like an hour after you had like almost died in your bathroom? It was like that day. You were like, yeah, man, I crashed this morning. I have a concussion. You were trying to figure out if you had a concussion. I was like, are you kidding me?
So I'll be honest.
Am I actually about to start a company with this guy? Like, come on.
Right. And Nina and I had that's when we first started dating, and I didn't know who else to call. And I called her and I was like, I'm on the floor in the bathroom bleeding.
Bleeding.
Yeah.
Maybe for Christmas we'll get Dylan one of those "Help! I've fallen and I can't get up" on like one of those little necessicles with the button.
He just got one of those buzzer things around his neck, so
that improves his posture.
I need to wear it more. To be honest with you,
use it. You just sit there and buzzes and buzzes and buzzes and buzzes. And you don't I know,
dude. Buzz. So basically, this thing is like you wear it around your neck like a necklace, and then it'll buzz when your posture is bad. So then it'll like remind you to stand up straight. But it gets to a point where like you just start ignoring the buzzing, because it's actually very hard to keep, for me at least, to keep a straight posture 24/7. So I don't know. I'm working on it.
You need to have it shock you.
Yeah. Scott, who do you think has a worse hunchback, me or Kerry Warner?
Kerry Warner.
Dude, 100%. No competition.
Dude.
All right, that makes me feel
abnormal.
All right, before we get too far down that road, I got a hard stop at 7, so we need to cut this thing off.
Also, if you were wondering, my videos are doing better than Kerry's on YouTube. Just saying. I make fun of it.
We'll get Kerry on to. We're going to get Kerry on to defend himself.
Yeah. Do a YouTube off.
Maybe I shouldn't be on that podcast.
No, you should. What? You guys don't like each other?
No. I'm just joking. Because now he's going to hear all this stuff that I'm bashing him, and then I'm going to try to be his friend to his face, and
All right, we got 1 minute left.
All right. My pizza's done, so I'm out. Dizzle out.
Right, dude. See you guys.
Does this make me a bonk bro now?
You're a bonk bro.
Well, but I don't bonk.
Think about it.
Adam's not convinced. Yeah, well, it's hard to bonk when you only race for 90 minutes.
Good point.
We'll get you back on after the next crit you go to, so you can tell us more insight from Crit Beef.
Yeah, after I punch somebody.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a prereq.
That would make you a bonk bro.
I have to punch somebody, and then I get invited back on the podcast. All right.
Yeah.
Good. Got it. I'll do that.
All right. See you guys.
Deuces.